So there is two theorem here. So if A multiply with B greater than 0 or positive, if and only if A greater than 0 positive and B greater than 0 positive, or it can be A less than 0, it means negative, and B less than 0, negative. So positive multiply with positive, you will get positive value, or negative multiply with negative, you will get positive. Okay. Second theorem, A multiply with B less than 0 or negative. If and only if A greater than 0, it means positive, and B less than 0, negative. Or A less than 0, negative, multiply with B greater than 0, positive. A question here. Solve the following quadratic inequalities by using analytical methods. So we have x squared minus 2x minus 15 greater or equal to 0. So let's factorize the quadratic equation, and we'll get here x minus 5 and x plus 5. So assume that x minus 5 greater equal to 0 and x plus 3 greater equal to 0. So x greater equal to 5 and x greater equal to negative 3. So we draw a number line and put the value negative 3 and 5. So we draw the number line. X greater equal to negative 3 and x greater equal to. Next step, we put the positive on the line, and another section you put negative sign. Okay, let's solve from the number line. Negative multiply with negative, you will get positive sign. Negative sign multiply with positive, you will get negative. Positive multiply with positive, you got positive. Okay, so let's look back at the quadratic equation that we already factorized. So the sign here, greater than or equal to 0, it means positive. So our value for x is negative infinity, negative 3, close interval here, union 5 to infinity. Next question, we have 2x minus 1 multiply with x plus 3 less than 4x. For this equation, we need to expand the equation. Then we simplify the equation of the quadratic. So let's expand on the left hand side. We'll get 2x squared plus 6x minus x minus 3 less than 4x. Let's simplify the equation. 2x squared plus 5x, and bring 4x to the left hand side, we'll get minus 4x minus 3 less than 0. By the equation, we will get 2x squared plus x minus 3 less than 0. Let's factorize the quadratic. So we will get 2x positive here and negative. Right? Now I will show you another method that we call table of sign. So to construct the table, we need to find the root first. 2x plus 3 equal to 0. So x equal to negative 3 over 2. And x minus 1 equal to 0. X equal to 1. So we have two roots here. Now we're going to construct the table. Okay, for the first column here, let's put the factor that we already get, 2x plus 3, x minus 1. And the conclusion, 2x plus 3 multiplied with x minus 1. Now we put the roots that we get, negative 3 over 2 and 1. So from here we can get the value of x, either x is less than negative 3 over 2 or x greater than negative 3 over 2 or less than 1. Another one here is for x greater than 1. Alright. To solve the equation, so let's take one value of x that less than negative 3 over 2. So I will take negative 2 here. So substitute negative 2 into the factor 2x plus 3. So we will get negative 4 plus 3 equal to negative 1. So the sign there is negative. The value of x between negative 3 over 2 and 1, let's take 0. Substitute 0 into the factor 2x plus 3. So we will get 3. That means the sign is positive. And we take another value that greater than 1, 2. Substitute 2 into the factor. So 4 plus 3 equal to 7. That means the sign positive. Okay. So repeat the method for the second factor here, x minus 2. Substitute negative 2 into the factor. So we will get negative 3. The sign is negative. Substitute x equal to 0 into the factor. We will get negative 1. So the sign is negative. And substitute x equal to 2 into the factor. We will get 1. So the sign there is positive. Now for the conclusion, negative multiplied with negative, you will get positive sign here. That's means for all value of x that we substitute into the quadratic equation, we will get positive value for x less than negative 3 over 2. Okay? Any value that we substitute x less than negative 3 over 2, we will get a positive value. So the second column here, negative multiplied with positive, we will get negative sign. and positive multiply with positive motive. Okay, so from the quadratic equation that we already factorized, we look at the quadratic equation that we already factorized here. So the sign is less than 0, that means negative. So we look at the table. The conclusion for negative is x greater than negative 3 over 2 and x less than 1. So for the answer, write in interval form. It means 3 over 2, 1. Or in solution set, we'll get for value of x greater than negative 3 over 2 and less than 1. Next subtopic is rational inequalities. Rational inequalities are inequalities that can be expressed in the form px over qx greater than 0, px over qx greater or equal to 0, px over qx less than 0, or px over qx less than and equal to 0. Okay, if we have any equation that inform rational inequalities, so we cannot cross multiply or multiply both sides with qx because the sign of qx might be positive or negative. So another notes here, we write the inequalities with a 0 on the right and use only addition or subtraction to get an equivalent inequalities. Let's look at the first example. Find the solution set of the following inequalities. X minus 2 over x plus 4 less than or equal to 0. Okay, so we have already learned two methods. The first one, real number line, and the second one, table of sign. So we can use either method to solve this equation. Let's use the first method, real number line. So to use real number line, we need to assume first x minus greater or equal to 0, x plus 4 equal to 0. So we'll get x greater equal to 2, x greater than negative 4. For the denominator x plus 4, we cannot include the sign equal here because the denominator cannot be 0. The denominator here cannot be 0. So we just take x plus 4 greater than 0. Okay, so let's use the number line. Okay, for negative 4, open interval, not include negative 4. For close interval, next step, let's put the sign positive on the line and the sign negative for the section that don't have line. Okay, from here we make the solution. Negative multiply with negative will get positive. Negative multiply with positive will get negative. Positive multiply with positive, we'll get positive sign. So for the answer, we look at the inequalities here. The sign is less than or equal to 0. Let's bring negative. Okay. So the question wants us to write the solution set. So let's write the answer in solution set. X is greater than negative 4 and x is less than or equal to 2. Next question. 3x plus 1 over x plus 4 less than or equal to 1. To solve this question, we need to rewrite the equation. So the value of 0 is on the right hand side. Okay, so let's bring 1 to the left hand side. Okay, so we cannot cross multiply the inequalities, so we need to equalize the denominator. So from here we will get 3x plus 1 minus x minus 4 over x plus 4 less than or equal to 0. Simplify the equation, you will get 2x minus 3 over x plus 4 less than or equal to 0. To use positive number line, assume that 2x minus 3 greater or equal to 0 for the numerator and x plus 4 greater than 0, not include equal. Okay, so we will get x greater equal to 3 over 2 and x greater than negative 4. We use the number line negative 4 and 3 over 2. So x greater than negative 4, open interval here, and x greater or equal to 3 over 2, close interval. Okay, so put the sign positive on the line and negative for the other section. Okay, simplify the sign, you get positive, negative and positive. So we look back at the inequalities that we already simplified here. So the sign is less than or equal to 0. It means negative. So the answer will be x greater than negative 4 and x less than or equal to 3 over 4. Let's write the answer in solution set. Okay, so